Okay, today is Tuesday, April 13th, 2021, and the time is 4:56 p.m. We're outside of the Brooklyn Center Police Department, and in the past videos, you already know what's going on. Daunte Wright, black man, publicly executed by a white cop, Kim Potter, from the Brooklyn Center Police Department. So as you see here, the night of, these fences were not here. After that, these fences went up. Going into that, what they've done now is they brought in the National Guard on school buses. So you see they got a lot of these boys out here right here as well. Then also a big thing to keep into account is that on that flagpole yesterday, what the former chief of police for the Brooklyn Center Police Department did, Tim Gannon, he decided to raise the blue line flag. Now if you don't know what the blue line is, that's the thin line between fealty and chaos, order and chaos. And you see a lot of police officers that don the blue line at Trump rallies, even the insurrection. And so that flag was saying something without verbalizing something, right? It was like a big middle finger to say, we're not gonna have empathy or contrition for this young black man that we publicly executed. We're just gonna basically say, we're standing our ground and we're not moving, we're not gonna fire anybody or charge anybody. But what happened today, Kim Potter resigned, Tim Gannon resigned, so bye to Tim, bye to Kim, but the resignation is not enough. For somebody to lose their job after a modern day lynching of a young black man, it's not enough. So these charges got to get brought. Washington County Attorney Pete Orput has announced that he's going to decide tomorrow if charges are going to be levied against Kim Potter. So if the charges aren't brought to Kim, you're going to see a community presence. If the charges are brought to Kim, you might see a different community presence. Either way, by the way that it goes, the indelible wound that's been punched into the metro area and black communities in general it's not going away. And there's really you can't truly bring justice to a family that can't bring back their son. So the only justice that can be brought is through bringing charges to Kim. And if it doesn't happen, you're going to see a community reaction. If it does happen, you'll see a different community reaction. But the big thing is that you shouldn't have any kind of information that you can get from this that'll put you at ease. You shouldn't have any words that make you feel comfortable with what happened. You should be very uncomfortable with what happened. You should feel very uneasy with what happened. And you should get kind of normalized to the discomfort, because the fact that this keeps happening in a state that prides itself on being democratic, being leftist and whatnot, and the fact that black men keep getting shot down in the street or publicly executed by law enforcement should tell you something about the state of Minnesota, and that we have absolutely, I shouldn't say we, but Minnesota elected officials, law enforcement, and people who work for the government have reveled in the fact that we don't talk about our problems, the racism here, and now it's showing. And so what Tim Gannon did with the flag, with the blue line flag, just like the blue line flag, he left too, which is like a small W, but the charges got to get brought, and we're going to see how that is going forward. And lastly, I'll wrap on this. The past 2 days, it felt like 2 weeks. So for all of y'all out here and all of y'all watching that are feeling it, like, give yourself some grace and some space with that. Like, take some time to yourself, break bread, drink water, my goodness, hydrate, and really understand that you are going through trauma, and it's still happening. And it'll go in waves. It'll go in waves and spikes, and it'll do its thing. But as long as you're aware of it and processing it, I hope the best for y'all, and I hope the best for everybody out in the front lines here. But we'll see you in the next one.